Yo, peace and good morning. Yo, so it's your boy Black Sincere 7, live and direct. Kush and Koffee up in the spot. I ain't did a Kush and Koffee in a little minute. I was perpetual transmutation of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like energy can be transferred, and I was going through some mentally testing times. So I didn't want to transfer no negative thoughts or emotions out into Facebook world, but at the same time, I didn't want to put myself in a position to be able to receive feedback about certain things that would, so to speak, set me off. You know what I'm saying? Put me in a bad place. And that actually brought me to this morning's Kush and Koffee. And the subject on it, which is the mental power versus the physical power or strength, however you want to see it, you know. In my studies and my walks, I've come to realize or learn a lot more about these energies, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with different types of energy. You're dealing with physical energy, and you're just dealing with the mental energy. And I realized that as a youth, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger, I really believed that the physical strength was more important. That the physical power is what would get me what I needed in this society. Get the thought processes flowing towards me that I felt like I needed. And I'm realizing that that misconception that I had was not something that I monopolized. That is a misconception that a lot of us young men and women have. You know what I'm saying? Is literally thinking that our physical power, the things that we do, the things that we force, the things that we manifest with our physical bodies, is what gets us the recognition, for lack of better terms, then that we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? The sexual things you do, the sports things you do, the physical things. You know, for me it was fighting and wilding out in the army. It's a lot of different things that we do physically to try to exert our energy to show people who are what we are. And with that, let me dump this ashes in the blunts. Hold on, I mean the guts. My bad, I usually got a little basket next to me. But so with that, what I was just saying is you start to live a certain way of life based off of physical exertion. And one thing that I learned in the business world is the highest paid employees in any company are the thinkers. And even as a youth, I never understood that. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. General labor, or the contractors, or no, not contractors, but the general laborers, the D-shovel handle carrying motherfuckers, those are the cheapest people. You know what I'm saying? $8, $9 an hour. What you do, general labor? What that mean? Whatever they tell me to do. So basically, what do? I pick stuff up all day. I move stuff. I carry the shingles to the top. I carry the loads of pipes over to the site. I deliver you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of physical shit. And those jobs are not highly paid. Why? Because anybody can do them. Anybody can do them. So it's like, all right, shit, like they said, you know what? Oh, the Mexicans coming on? Okay, get them the job. They do $4 an hour, just pick all this shit, move all this shit. Like when I was in Florida, I had a job working with Mexicans, and I get what they saying now about down south shit. Like, yo, we was working our ass off. I'm talking about, I worked harder than I've ever worked, even in the military, at that job. And it was like 9-10 hours. Why? Because it's something you can do, and they need things done, and they don't want to pay nobody to do it. So we're going to pay you cheap. But guess what? You know who gets paid the most in companies? Thinkers. The thinkers get paid the most. The people who actually have to sit and come up with the next product, come up with the next idea, come up with the mode of operation, come up with the way that we're going to execute. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, those thinkers get paid the most. A lot of people don't realize that. And I mean, like, look at how we approach. Go. How we approach everything. We approach it with the physical and not the mental. See, we as physical beings have lost total realization about the power that we have in our mental world and our mental abilities. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was almost purposely implemented into our mindsets. You understand what I'm saying? Think of how over-sexualized we are as a people, as a society. I mean, you can't turn on the TV to look at advertising for a sandwich without seeing some titties. Think about how violent we are as a society. You can't turn on the motherfucking commercial about a sandwich and not see a AK-47. All right, now I'm just being silly, but y'all know what I'm saying. We overindulge in everything physical. Look how we deal with food and eating. Look how we approach eating. Eating is literally our way to clean and maintain our bodies. Like when you put those things from the auto store in your engine oil or in your gas, and it's supposed to treat it. It's supposed to help it out. It's supposed to. That's what the food that we eat is supposed to be. When you put gas in your car, so the gas can use it and give off emissions, but give also the power for it to move. That's what the fuck we put gas in the car for. So we don't go get gas that got all type of additives that's gonna mess up the engine. Why? Because we know that this needs to be operating at its best level for it to last me. And so we treat our cars like that. We get them, you get maintenance, keep ups, all that type of shit. You get what I'm saying? So in other words, we'll think to keep that car maintained and moving at operating at the level that we need it to. But we don't do the same thing for the human bodies. We don't do that for ourselves. And what makes it worse is that's a physical thing. So I'm saying that to say, even when we're dealing with the physical, mentally, you still have to be there. Because if you're mentally not grounded, everything you do physically is going to be what? Throw it the fuck off. If you're not mentally grounded, the food you're going to eat is going to be bullshit for your body. If you're not mentally grounded, the type of people you hang out with is going to be wrong for your body. If you're not mentally grounded, the motherfucking type of jobs you have is not going to be right for your body. If you're not mentally grounded, anything you do physically is going to be thrown the fuck off. Look at society's favorite pastime. Sex. Everybody loves it. One way or another. With this people, with that people, in this way, in that way, in this place, in that place, it don't matter as long as it's sex. But how many of us are approaching that the same way? Because if you're not mentally foundated, then everything you do is going to be what? Throw the fuck off physically. So, like we always say, sex is 90% mental and 10% physical. When we was younger, it was 80% mental and 20% physical. It's egotistical shit. Yeah, I'm doing this so she'll think this, or she'll feel this, or she'll feel that. Oh yeah, let me struggle like, let me move it like this, let me do it like this. And the more we get words from other people about what they like or don't like, the more we implement or take things out into what? That sexual encounter. But when you get older and you start to realize that the mental is stronger than the physical, when you realize that, that's when sex becomes 90% mental and 10% physical. Even then, you get rid of, like, you use less physical. It's not needed. It's not needed. The only thing I need your body to do is to come. The rest of it is not a physical thing. It's a mental thing. mentals and emotions, and you're giving those to somebody so they can use them to do what you're looking for them to do. See, that's how the mental is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are just so stuck in the physical realm that we can't even get the idea that the mental is more important. It'd be like, you got jobs, you got bills, you got shit you got to take care of right now in the physical world. So what do? You focus on those physical things. And in focusing on that, sometimes the mental gets, you know what I'm saying, not paid attention to. It gets thrown off. And then you moving and you working and you doing this and everything you doing, you can't figure out why the hell this shit ain't working right. What is going on? What's going on is your mentals is not level. They're not where they supposed to be. You know? Meditation, we scared of that. Like, think about how many people go to the gym and work out. Real shit. Think about how many people you know get up every morning. They doing yoga. They in the gym. They jogging. They throwing up weights. Doing push-ups. You know what I'm saying? The drunken dog and go. All type of shit. Right? But how many of those people do we know that get up and meditate? You know what I'm saying? That blast off on some entheogens, you know what I'm saying, once every couple months. You know, those that sit in a quiet space, you know, for an hour a day and just focus on their thoughts, their emotions. How many people do you know do that? So think about that difference, just in the ratio of people you know. We know people who all day will focus on the physical, but never meditate. Never have did self-reflection. Never went and apologized to people they did wrong in the past. Never realized the mistakes that they've made coming through or going through something. Because they don't spend no time. That's why the world moved the way it do. We too physical. As soon as we get mad, we do something physically. Like, some people don't even have the realization that you know you don't have to do nothing physically when you're upset with somebody, right? You know you can do something mentally, right? You know you can send this. See, getting too deep for y'all. But that's the point. These are things that like shouldn't be like known in one sec. Like why is there a conscious community? Think about that in itself. Think about that. What's called the conscious community. Like it was like probably about 7 years ago that I realized that this was a real thing. Like y'all really call people and then they're like communities. Man, the communities in this motherfucker. So how do we become, or how do we get a conscious community? But somebody say, oh yeah, I know 7, yeah, he part of the conscious community. The fuck? I would have thought, he part of the gods of the earth, but all right, I'll take that. But like I've asked people before, like once the saying or the word or whatever got a return, I've asked, so yo, you part of the conscious community? And I had some people like, yeah, I'm a Moor, yeah, I'm a Muslim, or yeah, I'm this, yeah, I'm that. Then I had some people like, no, I ain't part of the conscious community. Think about that. Why is it that individuals who follow a certain mode of operation for themselves is the conscious community, but then the 85% are not? You know what I'm saying? Like that these people, peace to the God, that people really verbally out loud admit that they blind, deaf, and dumb. Now, truth be told, that's a sign of a wise man. The individual that tells you, like, yo, real talk, no, I don't be knowing nothing, I just be on some dumb shit all day. That's a wise man because he's putting it out there. Okay, so I'm not knocking anybody. Don't get twisted what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, as a people, as a community, how is it that we are all right with having a conscious community and then a part of the community that is not conscious? To me, I feel like we need to come together. If you can admit out loud, I'm not part of the conscious community, to me, you're saying, I'm not yet ready to be part of your village, but get me ready. Come get this knowledge. come get some foundation to your thinking. And again, the mental is stronger than the physical. So even when you get into a conscious community, quote unquote, or a certain body, quote unquote, it's the same thing. The mind is stronger than the body. See, I don't waste time no more trying to be part of the body. See, because the body's got some organizational shit to do. It's organs there. And each one of those organs got parts to play. And each one of those organs feel like they're the most important. And I ain't mad at you. Do that then. If you the heart, pump the shit out that blood. If you a lung, breathe that goddamn air. If you a motherfucking appendix, bust your little ass off. But fuck being part of the body. I'm part of the mind. I'm part of the mental collective. I'm part of the thought process that makes everything happen in the physical world. So I don't get caught up in that physical shit. I don't get caught up in how the heart beat or how the lung breathe or how the motherfucking kidney cleans. I don't get caught up in it. You know why? Because I'm part of the motherfucking all that says, you know what? Okay, let's put it like this. You got those things called, there's voluntary muscles and there's involuntary muscles. And the voluntary muscles, those are the ones where you be like, ooh, check me out, shorty. Flexing. See, that's voluntary. Involuntary is your ass breathing or blinking. It don't fucking matter if you don't want to. You're going to, because that's what the fuck needs to be done. And what makes that happen is the mind, the all in all. You understand what I'm saying? The manifestor. So with that being said, that's sending down the messages through the electrodes in the body to the body. You understand? Yo, son, who the fuck you calling a gang member? You know we go to this school too. Yo, black guy here, come over there. Bust your ass, son. Higher learning. What you know about it? I hear you, Mark. I hear you. Go. I don't like nothing forced on me. Don't force me to do nothing, including my dog. He ain't forced me to pet you. So don't y'all start texting me and messaging me talking about, pet that dog. Every time somebody see me on my live and I tell my dog to go, women hopping, oh, you need to pet the dog, be nice to the dog, the dog. All right, check this out. I said to somebody the other day, women be concerned as hell about me not petting my dog. And I gotta say it like this. I hope if y'all feel like every time that dog come and stick her nose on me and go, I'm supposed to just start petting her back. I hope that y'all got that much motherfucking quickness to move when the black man or when your man need his back rubbed. Shit. Hey, rub my back. Oh, go on. No, you ain't busy. Fuck that. If I was a dog, you be petting me. Rub my goddamn back. Y'all talking that shit. Anyway. Yo. The mental power. The mental foundation. You know, that's why I speak on creating an intention book. Because an intention book is that midpoint between mental and physical. See, that's when we go into writing. And how I explained before that is magical. A lot of people have lost the understanding of how powerful and magical writing is. Okay? You can write your spells. When you write, you spell. Spelling is taking these letters, which have, each letter has a certain energy and a vibration in its own. And when you put them together in a certain format, or order, they create little balls of energy themselves that we call words. And when you write it down, that is the first manifestation of that word on a physical plane, outside of speaking it out loud, which is the vibration that alters physical. So you can alter physical with your words, or you can create physical with writing. See, people need to understand this. So the intention book is kind of like that invocation of magic, that taking that mindset of things that you want to manifest or change, and boom, bringing them into the into the physical world. And in that book, the intention book is your foundation. That is your mental foundation. Even though it's in a physical form in a book you can read, it was written by your hands, through your mind, coming through. So again, when you say it, That's taking those words and those letters, and that's letting that vibration come out your mouth in that form that energy can change matter. And when you write it, that is taking that mental energy and putting it on the page and bringing that to life in its first form. So once you do that, then you just continue on. So if you write an intention book for 3 months, 90 days, and you write down there every day what you're gonna do and what you want to see happen, and every day you get up and you say, oh, okay, this day I'm supposed to do this, let me go handle this. This day I'm supposed to, let me go, and you go through that. By the time the 90 days up, you done manifested everything you done wrote in that book. And word is bond, you wouldn't have manifested if you didn't write it. You could just say, oh, that's just the way life works. I would have did it anyway. No, the fuck you wouldn't have. Try me. You know what I'm saying? Try me. Because thinking thoughts is just that. Thinking thoughts. Your mind do that shit all day. You'll think a thought and then you'll be like, oh shit, why did I think of that before? You'll be amazed. Your mind be like, yeah, I've been throwing 50 of these out an hour. Like, I'm glad you caught one in the last goddamn 4 months. Like, the mind is constantly, it's like, you got to remember, the mind is one. Our minds are connected with everybody on this planet. Sometimes you have thoughts, you don't even understand why. That's because that person that just walked past you was thinking it. And it linked in for whatever reason, kind of like a motherfucking radio or a walkie-talkie, where sometimes you catch other people's motherfucking conversations. The mind is the same way. Don't get it twisted. We one. What you got to do is you got to find that vibratory pattern that you belong to, that you own, and that you can control. And that's the one you focus on, see? So when you write that shit in your intention book and then you start to live that shit out, that's what you're doing. When you're writing it down, what you're doing is you're saying to your mind, no, this ain't just a thought, baby. This is something we're going to actually do. See? Because again, your mind thinks all day. It comes up with amazing shit all day, every day. But you too busy doing other shit in the physical to even catch it. You too busy watching TV, eating that nasty ass food you eating, fucking and shit, busting the unnecessary nut, knowing nothing about ejaculation. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we need to get up on this shit, y'all. Real talk. So while you're doing all these physical things, you're missing out on all the answers that your mind is throwing at you. But we can't even catch the answers because our minds are too cluttered with all this bullshit we dealing with. The video games, the TV, the sex, the food. We just throw the fuck off. But still our minds is throwing the information. Our mind don't give up on us. It knows that we're thrown off, okay? So once you be like, okay, hold on, let me chill out for a minute and settle all this physical bullshit and see what my mind is talking about and tune into the power of the mind, then you start to get the answers. Y'all ever fasted before? Fast for 2 days, B. Tell me why you driving around, you don't be seeing restaurants you didn't even know was in your hood. You'll be seeing shit you didn't even know was there. You'll be seeing buildings you didn't know was there. You'll see a car and you'll realize that car been there for the last 3 weeks and ain't moved. You ain't never paid attention to that car. That's how the mind works. It's not that anything has changed. All that's happening is now that your body is not being bombarded and just flooded with external bullshit, now it's starting to hunger for the actual nutrients it needs. And when it does, it makes your mind focus. That's why you get to see all these things. That's why your smells, imagine being an animal, being out in the wild. You ain't ate in a week. Your body is saying, okay, we need to eat. So let me tell you what, you need a little help. Let me help your vision. Pay attention. Let me help your smell, nigga. You smell that? Yeah, that shit smell good, don't it? You know what I'm saying? The body's kicking in. Excuse me. Mind is kicking in, waking the body up. The more you stop listening to bullshit, stop eating bullshit food, stop doing things that go against your physical body, and you do things that are more in tune with it, the more you'll be able to actually see and witness this amazing information that the mind is always giving to the body. That's why thinkers get paid the most in business, because for whatever reason, they have the ability to tune into these amazing thoughts the mind provides all day, every day. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I was able to do the businesses I do and do the things that I do. A lot of people are like, man, how was you able to do so much? Because I was so in tune to certain things that nothing else really even mattered to me. I don't eat like other people eat. You know what I'm saying? I go all day and then 7, 8 o'clock, 6, 7 o'clock, then I'll eat. You know what I'm saying? I operate differently because when you're not in the physical realm, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? When you're not operating in that realm, you don't need the things that a lot of other people need. So you don't waste a lot of time. I don't be wasting time going to breakfast, and it's an hour and a half for breakfast, and then of course you got to bring your body back to leveling out after breakfast. Then you got an hour and a half for lunch. Then you got 2 hours for dinner. So that right there, that's motherfucking 5 hours right there. Out of your however many hours you awake. You know what I'm saying? Your 18 hours of wake time. So you got to think about that. Traveling to, traveling from, eating, and then actually bringing think about how you get when you get full. Your body get like, oh, I'm tired, man. Yeah, you get tired. Yeah, see how you know what happens to sleeping animals? They get killed in the heat. See, but when I don't eat all day, and I be hungry, because I don't be hungry, but I'm saying, and mentally when your body be wanting food, let me say it like that, because I don't be hungry. Because if I was, I would just eat, but my body's acclimated to it. So on the move all day, when my body is not having food and nourishment presented to it, it's looking for it. It's paying attention to the things that it needs. And as long as that's what I'm giving it, business-wise, only deal with things. That's why I be telling people, like, they'll call me, it'll be like 8, 9 o'clock, I'll be smoking a blunt, drinking or something, and they'll kick it with me like, yo, man, I want to move on this business. I'll be like, look, you got to call me. My office hours is from motherfucker 8 to 5, B. Like, I don't talk business after 5 o'clock. Once I start drinking or smoking or just, like, I don't do it, because I know that my mind is more in the physical realm. It's more in the have fun bullshit, don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Type of motherfucker go to the club, get drunk, and then just like order shit for everybody. Like, you wouldn't do that if you were sober. You would be more, see what I'm saying? You don't make choices like that when you in that state. But I know the difference. For some of us, there is no separation. We are we. Us is us. I is I. And throughout the day, whether I's drunk or I's high or I's intoxicated or I's whatever, I'll make a decision on whatever. Fucking with somebody, doing some business, spending some money, and that's how we rule our lives. There's no separation. We don't understand, like, yo, I need to be mentally in tune to certain things. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people go to work and, like, you just go to work. Like, you don't mentally prepare for that shit. Like, you can't do that. You got to be right when you go to work, whatever that job is. You know what I'm saying? When you sit down and have a conversation with your mate, you don't just run at it. Yo, you got to be prepped for that. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you got to be. That's why people who know me know I'm always getting in tune for whatever it is I'm going to do. It's like I got to get in tune for it. Like when I'm getting ready to do my Kush and Koffee, yo, I sets up my whole shit. When I get ready to watch TV, I sets up my whole shit. When I get ready to cook, man, I got to clean, put the dishes up, wash out the sink, wipe down everything, then I can start cooking. Whatever it is, you got to set that. You know what I'm saying? And what that's doing is that's mentally putting you in the zone for what you're about to do. A lot of us, we just run into it. We run out of one thing, run into another. Bow, bow. You know what I'm saying? Not even realizing, like, what in the world works like that? I can't think of even anything. And you can tell, like, yo, I be having shorties telling me about, you know what I'm saying, some of the sexual encounters they be having. As above, so below. What you do in one area of life, you doing it in all areas. So what I'm saying, ladies, check this out. When you see a dude who just bops from one thing to another, or just jump out and jump into some shit, and pays no attention to where they going, how they maneuvering, how they getting there, what time they gonna get there, that's the type of motherfucker who kickstart your coochie. They say that's the ones that come in there like, come on, let's just go. Like, whoa, you're not even gonna turn me on yet? No, we don't have no concept of mental preparation. Yo, big ups. Yo, I see you, Regiment. Respect. You know, so the mental preparation. I mean, going back to that. Going back to even how I was saying, you know what I'm saying, sex is 90% mental and 10% physical. If you're doing it right, because that right there is what we're talking about. Like physically, the body, female body has to prepare itself for penetration. See, it's tight in the beginning. And the more comfortable that a woman gets, the more her walls and things begin to loosen up. The more her juices begin to flow. See what I'm saying? There's a preparation that takes place even physically. But you have to what? First mentally tell the body like, yo, you know what time it is, right? You know what we're about to do, right? Then the body like, oh shit. And then it can prepare itself. So that's what I'm saying is like even in nature, there's preparation. Even in my garden. In my garden, when I go down here and I'm doing my plants, I'm caring for my plants, and I'm taking them from the vegetative mode when they're just growing and getting bigger into the flower mode, which is when they begin to produce flowers in preparation to be pollinated by a male. Okay? So this is literally a plant getting itself to look good, smell good, and be sticky as fuck. So when that motherfucker do bust, you can catch it. You understand what I'm saying? They go through a process. And it takes approximately, they can get pollinated as soon as they start, as soon as they got one, but as far as mass pollination, they go through a process to prepare for that. That's what the seasons are about. Matter of fact, again, that's what the seasons are about. You know what I'm saying? Springtime is the time to prepare the land and to plant. Summertime is the time where that land and all those things have been planted goes through this most vigorous growth. Fall is when those plants are time to be harvested, cut down, chopped, and things of this nature. Winter is the time that the planet takes what's left over from all the things that was just harvested and composts them and prepares them for what? A planting next spring. So even the earth prepares itself. It has a mental, which is the natural harmony of life, is the mental. That's what mental thought is harmony. You understand what I'm saying? It's peace. It's the ability to see things out from beginning to end and allow them to go that way. We write our history in advance every 25,000 years, and then we live that shit out. So don't shit just happen on accident. Don't nothing just happen. Just get up and just go. No, you need to mentally prepare and be mentally foundated for any and everything you're going to do. Why everything? Because you shouldn't be doing shit that don't have something to do with your growth and development or your preparation for your next step in life, period. Why would you even be doing it? So with that being said, whatever you're going to be doing is going to be detrimental to your life in the future. I don't give a damn if you get up from here and go in the bathroom and, you know what I'm saying, defecate. Think about what you're doing, and when you're done, think about what you're doing and do it right. Lose the love of your life walking around with ski slope or what they call it, mud slopes in your motherfucking drawers, bro. Grown ass men. That's another thing, man. Get your ass in the shower. I don't know if it's just me or what. I got OCD. You don't sit on the toilet and shit and then get up and wipe with some motherfucking paper. You ever motherfucking spill some honey on your table and then took a paper towel and wiped it and shit? Like, yeah, alright, think about it. Get your ass in the shower, B. And if y'all motherfuckers can goddamn gonna regulate how you eat, then you can regulate. I only defecate 2 times and I know exactly when I'm gonna do it. And I'm at home. And then when I'm done, I'm taking a shower. See? Think about what you do and how you do it. You all unprepared, run off and almost pee on yourself trying to find somewhere to go because I ain't even know. And drink some water. Orange pee in it. No, I'm talking shit. I'm just going off. But yeah, man. You gotta mentally prepare for any and everything. If it don't benefit your growth and development and your manifestation and your plan in the future, you shouldn't be doing it. If that motherfucking person ain't goddamn somebody that you can see that's gonna be beneficial to your business or your life or your kids' life in the future, you shouldn't be talking to them. You shouldn't be entertaining them. See, if we was mentally foundated, a lot of shit that we do, we wouldn't do it. See, because life and things be telling us like straight up from the beginning, like And what we do is we go through it, and then afterward we be like, you know what, I knew I shouldn't do that. I knew I shouldn't have did that. I just went through the same thing. That's why I had to take an L on my motherfucking chin and just keep it moving. Because the truth of the matter is, if you would have went with your mental foundation, you knew from the beginning that what you about to do ain't right. I had to say that to myself. If you know your nephew just moved in town and you know he a thief. He just got out of juvie. You know he a thief. Mama kicked him out the house. Stole from her. He stole from everybody. Now he come in town and you say, look, nephew, man, don't nobody want to help you out, man. You can live with me, man. But hold on, let me show you something. And you take him in your room and you show him all your weed and you show him all your money and you show him all your guns. And you say, man, look, you can stay here, but I heard you be stealing. This shit right here, don't touch this. This is my motherfucking life right here. Don't touch this. And he be like, all right, I appreciate it, man, because nobody else trusts me like that, man. I appreciate it. You a real ass nigga, man. And then next week, you wake up one day and all his shit gone and all your shit gone too. What, you think you supposed to kill him now? You supposed to fuck him up? You supposed to whoop his ass? Because that motherfucker, you know what he did? This nigga, he was him. He did exactly what he do. He showed himself to be exactly who everybody, including himself, said he was. Because he didn't say, oh, I appreciate it, because people be lying on me and they got the wrong impression. He said, man, I appreciate it because nobody else trusts me like that. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, you can't be mad at nobody but who? Yourself. Because if you would have used your mental preparation, you would have known, like, oh, nigga, dude, no, I'll pick him up in the whip and shit, take him downtown, you know what I'm saying, roll him around, let him hang out and shit, drop him back off, tell him I love him, get his shit right, but nah, I ain't finna tell a nigga you live with me and then show him where all my shit at and say, don't fuck with this. It's entrapment. That's like the police motherfucker putting the box of open truck with Nikes in it and motherfucking kids jump up in there and steal a box of Nikes and then they all swoop in and arrest them. That's entrapment. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us put ourselves in entrapment by what? Not physically foundating ourselves. We know. You know what I'm saying? We know. When we be saying to other people like, yeah, I know, but you know, I'm going to go ahead and boom, there it is, right there. That was you signing that motherfucking contract to say, hey, I know that when I'm about to do some dumb shit, so in the future, I can't be mad about this dumb shit. So if we mentally prepare ourselves for everything we do and we literally treat that foundation as if we're about to build a house that our kids play inside of. See, that's the thing. A lot of things we do, we just take them not as serious. See, but everything that I do from this day on is like, yo, I need to build this house to the specs of my children will be able to play in this house and I'll feel safe about it. If whatever I'm doing, I'm not building it with that much safety, I don't need to be doing it. Why keep building shanty shacks when you got the dollars to build a mansion? See, a lot of us got knowledge we're not utilizing. Because you have to use knowledge in an orderly fashion. That's what foundation is. It's an orderly fashion. It's not always just a physical plane. Sometimes foundation is an order. That would be, you know what I'm saying? You know, the order something happens in is a foundation. You know? Like shit, when I make a cake, like this type of cake I know how to make, you know, and this is the ingredients, and you mix them like this. That would be my foundation. So if I'm gonna make a wedding cake, the wedding cake that I'm gonna make is founded off of the cake I already know how to make. You know what I'm saying? But now I gotta alter the manifestation of it to something a little bit bigger. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing. But it's gotta be founded in a foundation. It's gotta be founded in a numerical order. It's got to be founded in knowledge. Oh, my heart just skipped a beat. Peace. So, you know, with that being said, foundation isn't just a physical thing. The foundation is also a mental thing. You know what I'm saying? That's where it begins. It's up to you to turn that mental thought or that mental idea into something physical. Again, that is the magical property that we have. To be able to take whatever we see in our mindset, whatever we can come up with, and bring it into an actual manifestation in this world. Where somebody sitting next to you can look at it and be like, damn, that's what you was thinking? That's some ill shit. If we could do that on the plane of horror films and movies and music, why we can't do that in our own life? We can. But we approach like think about any job you ever had. It's got a mode of operation. Any club you've been a part of, it's got a mode of operation. Rules of engagement in the military. It's everything you do outside of running your own personal life. There is a certain way to do it where if you do it out of order or out of pocket, somebody pull your side, hey, hold on. That's not how we supposed to do that, and you know that. And we'll follow all of those, usually, when we're a part of those organizations or those clubs or those groups. But when it comes to our own personal growth and development and individual characters, hey, you know that's not how we're supposed to be eating, right? You know that's not how we're supposed to be drinking, right? You know you're not supposed to be having sex with that person, right? You know you're not supposed to, like, think of all the things that we know we probably shouldn't be doing, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Root chakra like a motherfucker. Just, whatever. Like really the root one is eating. Look how we eat. You know what I'm saying? I always say, I don't trust nobody who ain't got no dietary habits. Any person that can't control what go in their mouth, I can't fuck with them. If a motherfucker, whatever. Oh shit. And whatever's gonna come out. As above, so below. It's gotta be a mental foundation. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't judge. I know people who still eat pork. I don't judge. You know what I'm saying? But they might have some things where it'd be like, well, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know people. Point is, if you think through what you do, that can be seen. When there's no thought process to what you do, that can be seen. And as above, so below. And the thinkers always get paid more than the doers because it don't take shit to do, because everybody who's doing, they just doing the same thing. That's why anybody can do it. All you got to do is walk up to the floor and say, look at them, see what they doing, go do that. And you say, okay. And you start doing it. That's why you get paid $10 an hour. Now this thinker, this motherfucker came up with an idea for a commercial, man. We dropped this commercial and our shit went up 30% in sales, B. Can you do that? Can you do that? You drop a commercial, people see it like, what the fuck is this dumb shit? Stop buying the product. You fired. You know what I'm saying? Thinkers get paid more. Why? Because it's worth more, because it works. Just move and don't do shit, man. That's like a person going on a trip and they like going to California from Detroit and they ain't got no map, no GPS. What the fuck is you talking about? Come on, really? So you just gonna get out here and just go. Just go. Just go. That's this generation. Just do it. Just do it. Just get out here and just get it. You don't know nothing about what you're doing, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, alright, good luck with that. Cause I mean shit, I done failed at what I'm doing multiple times and I do it. And I do it. So if people, I don't know nobody who do what they do that ain't gonna tell you that they took some L's multiple times doing what they do. Not no masters. They done took some L's. So if we taking L's and we do this shit and we have the knowledge and we approach this shit with a foundation purpose, and you think you gonna get out here and just do it just off of nothing, no foundation, no thinking it through, you're just gonna go out here and do it? Good luck. I ain't hating on nobody, because if you could pop off like that, yo, I promote. You know what I'm saying? I congratulate. Shit, I might even want to kick it with you and figure out what your secret is. Because you're going to be a 1 in a million. So, if you want to, you know what I'm saying, bet on your gamble on your, spiritual growth and development, that's what's up. I don't even play lottery with my physical money, so I damn sure ain't gambling with my spiritual growth and development. You know what I'm saying? So the things that we can do in the physical world, if you can get out when it's springtime and wash your car, then shit, you can motherfucker cleanse your motherfucking body. You know what I'm saying? You can do a lung cleanse or all these cleanses they got. You know what I'm saying? You can do a dietary diet for a month. Okay, I'm going to get off these motherfucking fried foods and this meat for a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? We need to do these things in our self-development just as we do them on the outside thing. People work hard as hell for a promotion at their job. They be putting in extra hours and doing extra work, you know what I'm saying? But they won't put in some extra time on their body, on their mind, on their growth and development, on their spiritual health, on their mental health, But they'll get that physical health. They'll be in that gym though. They'll lift them weights. They'll throw that shit up. Motherfucker be up in them barber salons and them nail salons. Motherfucker be at them goddamn massage therapy sessions. On that physical shit, we embrace that shit like a motherfucker. I gotta get my feet done. It's been a minute. I need to treat myself better. Last time you meditated? What? What you treating yourself to? You know what I'm saying? Physical stimulation. Physical stimulation. I ain't hating, but it's a balance. You know what I'm saying? Because if we was to get more mentally and spiritually in tune, we would have that physical stimulation, what's the word? Satisfied. I ain't messing with the massages. I'm saying that we can't just do the physical. I know you know though. But no, I ain't hating on the massages. I got a massage table upstairs. I'm all about massages. Again, that's my love language, physical contact. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I thrive on. Like, oh, just a person to rub my back. Like, you ain't even got a massage, just rub my, like I'm a Leo. Pet me like a fucking cat. Like, I'm gonna start purring the shit. I gotta purr like an intro. That shit'll start coming out like, you know what I'm saying? So, no, I ain't hating on that. I ain't hating on nobody buying gifts. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on none of that. I'm just saying that we have to focus on our mental and spiritual foundations as much. You know, that's all. If we get a massage once a month, we need to meditate once a month. You know what I'm saying? I said we brats. No, we just like cats. You know what I'm saying? We just want to be loved. Just want to be loved. That's all. Just want to be loved. So, peace and good morning, Facebook. Tell somebody you love them in the language that they can understand you in. And get your mental foundation in order. You know what I mean, Weebles? You know what I'm saying? Let's be amazing. We got everything we need to do it. Peace.